Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is December 10th, 2014, and today is Wednesday. So looking at the markets, economic calendar-wise, it's been very, very quiet. Not much coming in. We have some news coming out of the New Zealand dollar later today. It's a rate change. Really a major impact usually on the currency. However, in this case, I think it's a little bit overdone, just because we've had so much rotation in the dollar in the past couple of days, some big sell-off in the dollar, that I think that it's been affected and it's taken into consideration. Let's jump with the Euro USD. Beautiful retracement here as we come to this top of the range. We hit it just yesterday, and look at what happened. We're at this range and we're at resistance, and it doesn't break resistance up here, and we're still trading in this range. So selling here, going into covering some of your short here, covering your short here, and then buying here would be your best bet. Okay, so shorting here, shorting anywhere in this area, okay, would have been a good bet, and you would have been up something like 40 to 50 pips. Okay, not a big trade, but it's a nice scalping trade. Okay. Here we're just a little bit lower off. You could put a stop loss just up here, but at this stage we're really in the middle. I would have covered some of my short going into this sell-off, and now we're somewhere in the middle here. If we don't break this higher, okay, if we don't hold this level, we can see it going down to 123.30 again for sure. But it's just a nice little pivot move, just to scalp, and keeping it with realistic expectations as to where and how much to make off the Euro USD. Let's jump into the other currencies. GBP USD, as we mentioned, also flatlining here and jumping a little bit over the past couple of days. And also just, still very weak, okay? I'm not sure if it's, particularly there was a big trade here. There really wasn't. We broke this support level right up at about 159, and so it's trading in a range. These are really tight ranges. Until it's going to show us another trend, it's still very hard to trade. Looking at the USD Japanese yen, big retracement from 121, and we're now looking like we're consolidating. Maybe we'll be able to take this back up into the 120 level. Let's see if that does transpire. It will be very interesting to see if it does transpire, and see how far back it goes. Looking at gold, 1236, big rally for gold, obviously. Looking at an 8-hour chart, you'll see it much better. There you go. Big rally for gold. Weakening of the dollar, is transporting the dollar even higher. 1237. We were thinking about making a short here the other week. But this is why you put stop losses, okay? So if you put a stop loss at 12.14, I said at 12.10 you could have shorted it. You could have made a little bit of money on here, okay? There was a little bit of money, about $15 you could have made at 12.10 and then covering at 11.90. But as you can see, it came right back up. So this is why I like to piece out and piece into positions, because when you're piecing out of positions, you really can maximize on your profits and really book your money as you're going along. So that looks at the gold. Looking at the Dow Jones. Dow Jones really sold off very heavily over the past couple of days, almost 300 points, and as you can see, coming right back up. We're hitting a little bit of a resistance here. Let's see if we hit that 18,000, if Fred is actually going to be correct, and he's going to be able to keep his head high and and not be made fun of, because I made this prediction that the Dow was going to hit 18,000. Looking at the crude oil price per barrel, $63. We filled this down gap. Okay, this gap down, we filled it, and then we sold right off. We're back at these levels. We've been lower. These are all-time lows. Okay, really all-time lows for oil. As you can see here, even on a weekly chart, we haven't been here since 2008, 2009 of the big crash. So this is a major retracement for the oil. and just keep it really intact, and keep an eye on it moving forward. Looking at the USD ZAR, getting a little bit stronger with the devaluation of the dollar, with the valuation of the of the gold, but we did break this level at 1134. This is a major pivot level for the price of the ZAR, hitting 1150, which is a major level. This means that it still has room to go to maybe 12. Okay, if it's breaking out and it's got some volume here, it could really continue going up to maybe 1180. Okay, just if you look at the trajectory of this particular currency, it's been consistently an uptrend. So it's really it's hard to trade it, because at this level you thought it was not going to go up any higher, hit resistance again, but this big bar up actually gives you a little bit of an indication that's a little bit stronger this time around, and then finally it broke on the upside. So all-time highs of 1150, 1156, 1158 is a major point for the USD ZAR. So looking at the following week, you've got some major numbers coming out tomorrow, so I would really sit it out unless you see something and you have a scalping opportunity. This is Fred Razak. Want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.